They mocked him for his past, but Alex Pereira's response turned humiliation into history. What he did next left even his haters speechless. In the tense build-up to their rematch, Magomed Ankalaev's camp crossed a line. They mocked Pereira's humble beginnings, saying he'd be back at the tire shop once the fight was over. A jab at the place he worked long before fame, before belts, before millions even knew his name.
Fala aí, pessoal, comprometido, né? Falei que depois da luta, né? Ia voltar na borracharia, o Ankalaev estava certo. A gente está aqui hoje, né? Aqui marcando presença, como sempre. Sempre quando eu venho pro Brasil, eu venho pra borracharia. E é isso aí, pessoal. Aqui, um lugar aqui tem uma história, muito bonita. Chama.
Just when fans thought the rivalry was over, Kamaru Usman poured gasoline on the fire. Speaking with Henry Cejudo on the Pound for Pound podcast, Usman said the only fair way to settle things between Pereira and Ankalaev is a trilogy. One last fight where both, just when fans thought the rivalry...
Yes, of course, I would love to see the trilogy because Pereira didn't give us his best performance because there was something going on behind closed doors. Ankalaev didn't give us his best performance because there was something going on behind closed doors. This is for all the marbles. You have to govern yourself. I don't care what you're coming into this trilogy fight with. This is it. This is the trilogy fight. You have to govern yourself.
Yeah.
So Pereira loses the title. We heard what happened, right? Now Ankalaev lost the title and we're hearing what happened. So the third fight, I do believe, is for all the marbles. You have to govern yourself to get to the fight as healthy as possible. This is part of our job. This is what makes our job so damn hard, is to govern yourself and try to get in there as healthy as possible because there's no excuses, especially if that trilogy fight happens. And I think potentially it could happen because the White House card is not until June.
Dillon Danis is back in the headlines. And as usual, it's not because of anything he's done inside the cage. In a recent sit-down with MMA legend Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson, Danis boldly claimed he could beat almost every champion on the UFC roster, from Islam Makhachev and Khamzat Chimaev all the way up to John Jones.
UFC, I could beat Islam, I could beat John Jones, I could beat all these guys. Like, who's the 85 champ?
Middleweight champion right now is JD. No, middleweight is what's his name? Khamzat Chimaev.
Oh, please give me fucking tough. Oh.
What makes you think you could beat him? He would ragdoll you.
You want to bet? I would bet you every money in my bank account against your bank account that I'd beat his ass.
Well, when you fight, I'll put just for the spite of how confident you are, I'm gonna throw $10,000 on Khamzat Chimaev. Yeah, why not?
Come on, that's how you got 10,000.
No, actually, maybe I should throw it at you because the odds would be.
I'll go 50K against 50K.
50K versus 50K. Well, first you gotta fucking make it there. Okay,
no, but we'll make it there. Trust me. Don't worry. When you believe in yourself as much as me, I'll get there. Trust me.
I like the conviction.
Look at Dorino. The way that he fought Cosma is the way that you beat him. You have to have good jiu-jitsu. You can't turtle and then go against the fence. You're gonna get stuck there all day. You have to play guard against him. Yeah. And no one in the division has a good guard. The only person that has a chance is RDR because he has good jiu-jitsu. But it would be an easy fight for me. I would submit him off my back easily.
They don't call Merab Dvalishvili the machine for nothing, and Khalil Roundtree just proved why. In a recent interview, Roundtree revealed that Merab did something almost unbelievable on fight day. At noon, just hours before stepping into the octagon to defend his title against Corey Sandhagen, Merab sparred 5 full live rounds in the gym.
Merab in the gym, it's really hard to say that he's any different in the gym than he is in the cage.
Really?
I promise you this is a 100% true story. At 12 o'clock in the afternoon on fight day, Saturday, October 4th, Merab sparred 5 rounds in the cage, live, on the day of his fight. Because that's just who he is.
That's unreal.
Yes.
5 full live rounds.
5 full live rounds at 12 o'clock, not even half a day before he has to be in the arena to put on the biggest fight of his career. That's just him. You cannot make it up. So to be around that, it's just another experience. Most guys will sit in the hotel room or try to collect their thoughts or do whatever, maybe even get like a bike ride in on the assault bike to kind of burn some energy. I've never in my life seen somebody spar 5 full rounds the day that they have to fight and go do another 5 full rounds with a Cody Sandhagen. So like, yeah, it's just he's a different breed.
After his hard-fought win at UFC 320, Jiri Prochazka didn't sound like a man celebrating. Instead of bragging about the victory, he went online and admitted he was disappointed by saying, "Just watched the fight, and man, I didn't show even 50% of what I trained and work almost half of the year. But I'm glad that I switched that attitude right before third round. And with this knowledge, I will go into the next fight much smarter and simple-minded." A new name just joined the growing list of Dagestani contenders, and this one already has Islam Makhachev's stamp of approval. On Dana White's Contender Series, lightweight prospect Magomed Ankalaev dominated his opponent Lucas Callis from start to finish, earning himself a UFC contract in brutal fashion.
Короче, вот наш брат с контрактом UFC вернулся. Чё стало там? UFC файтер. Брат, что-то не... Почему у тебя галочки нет, чё? Работаем, да? Ты дядьке давно ты не сказал, исправить момент надо. Зверь, футболку тоже контендер не снимает. Ты уже не контендер, снимай.
The Rio crowd was absolutely electric. Every seat packed, every chant echoing through the arena, and in the middle of it all, Charles Oliveira walked out like a man reborn. This wasn't just another fight night. This was his night. A homecoming for a fighter who's been counted out more times than anyone can remember.
É da equipe dele. Peraí, gente.
Just when fans thought they'd seen everything from Morab Dvalishvili, the man who never stops moving, never stops grinding, a new video hit the internet that left even veteran fighters speechless. The clip shows Morab in an all-out war during a sparring session with Cage Fury champion Sean Penalver. No light tapping, no easy rounds, just pure, high-speed chaos. You could see the sweat flying with every strike, the sound of gloves echoing off the cage. It looked less like practice and more like a title fight.
Explotó, se explotó. Se explotó la mano, ponle presión, se explotó la mano. Dale, vamos. Dale, se explotó la mano, vamos, suéltale la mano. No deje que se separe para que no use las patadas. ¿Viste? No deje que se separe. ¡Usa lo tuyo! Vamos. Ahí, cojones, no deje que se separe. El cuerpo también. Al cuerpo también. Gancho al cuerpo. Un minuto. Esa, métele López, que se lo come. Se va a virar la correcta, se va a virar. Ahí, sal de ahí.
Serious news out of Los Angeles. The son of MMA legend Quentin Rampage Jackson is facing legal trouble after an alleged assault at a pro wrestling event. According to reports, Roger Jackson has pleaded not guilty to 1 count of felony battery causing serious bodily injury and 1 count of misdemeanor battery. The incident reportedly took place back in August, with prosecutors now seeking sentencing enhancements that could extend his potential prison time from 4 years to as many as 7. Roger entered his plea during his court appearance on Thursday, and his next hearing is scheduled for November 24th. It's a tough headline for the Jackson family, especially with Rampage's legacy as one of the sport's biggest personalities. As of now, the case is ongoing and updates are expected as more details come out in the coming weeks. But not every story this week was heavy. because MMA fans still found time to laugh, roast, and meme their way through the chaos.